Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. I'm not doing voiceover and stuff today. I've got everything to hand, so I think I can get this done pretty quickly. So I can just get it uploaded and out because it's getting a bit late now today, and I want to get this video done and up because I want to stay true to uploading every single day. It's no good uploading early hours of tomorrow morning, so I'm just getting it being quite organised. So I've done this card. I did this a little while ago. Again, this is something I did when I was putting my journal together, so I'll just talk through what I've got already. I have a pocket here. This is just a bit of cardstock cut to size. I sewed around the edge and cut this with a little circle punch, and I turn it over so I can see the underside, and then I cut out the little circle, and then it's glued down. But before I glued it down, I added this bit of fabric, and then you can see that it's just glued, so it's a trim. So, and then I've just glued the pocket over it, so it allows me space to put my journaling card. And I haven't used particularly hot chocolatey themed paper. It's just Christmas paper. I didn't necessarily need it to be hot chocolatey, I just wanted it to be festive. But I did know I was doing my hot chocolate night tonight. So what we've done today is my hot chocolate bar opening night. So I've done this journaling card, which is just on some ivory cardstock, and the hot chocolate bar, and this image. This is actually a cut file from Paige Evans, but I had my Cricut draw it instead of cut it. And the same with the text, I had my Cricut draw the writing as well. And if you want a tutorial on this, just give me a shout, and I'll probably do some more of those kind of things in the new year, when I'm not doing December dailies. So I've used my typewriter to type the menu, so this is just a summary of all the bits that I had in my hot chocolate bar. My typewriter messed up a little bit, but I'm okay with it. So I had it all set up on a little sleigh, and it'll stay on the kitchen side now to the end of December. I do it every year. So originally I was going to do the image here, and I was going to do the writing down here, but I've decided against it. I'm going to have the image here. This is from Mrs. Brimble's, Anna Brim. She's got an Etsy shop and she sells these. I don't know if she's got them this year. I've had them for a little while. They're sticky notes. And I've just put my number 8 on there. I washi taped it in temporarily originally because I wasn't sure if I wanted it as a tuck spot or what, but I have thought that I like the layering of having this over the image, so I'm going to pop the image there, sticks down. And I'm going to do a photo corner thing because I'm pretty confident that's going to happen every photo now between this and the end of the journal. So, you know, you like something, you stick with it, right? So where is it? So I thought I was being organised, but I'm not as organised as I originally expected I was, but that's okay. That is okay. We'll wing this one tonight. Here it is. So I'm just gonna rub out my little notes that I put here. I was originally going to do some photo collages on Canva because my sister and my nephew always come round for hot chocolate opening night. But my daughter is self-isolating. She had to come home from school yesterday to isolate, so yeah, that kind of put a bit of a damper on that. So my sister and nephew joined us via Zoom, so we won't be beaten. We will make it happen, and they joined us via Zoom, so it was still a good night. You know, not quite the same, but it was still a good night. We're taking what we've got right now, right? Rolling with it. I don't have my little bin next to me either, which is not exactly handy. I didn't think this through entirely. I should have probably cut all these up before I started doing the video because it's incredibly boring to watch, I imagine. But, I don't know, you can skip past all of this if you want. I normally speed it up. That's why I've been doing the sped up videos, because otherwise it just becomes really long-winded, and I'm sure you don't want to sit through me cutting pictures out and cutting text in strips. And I feel that's a lot of what I'm doing this year. With my, in fact, I feel that's what I do with most of my journals, to be honest. Because I like to do a lot of the preparation beforehand, especially with December daily, because it is a challenge. It is a December daily challenge, and it's, you know, it's not wrong, because the days when, I mean, today's been fine. A few of the days I've had recently have been fine because we've done stuff, but the challenge of it is doing something every single day, and it's cold, it's, you know, snowing, wet, whatever it is where you are. And some days you just don't feel like doing anything. Some days you just want to mom in front of the TV and just, you know, just be. But we're going to plod on. We can do plenty of that in January. And I've got a feeling we will be doing plenty of that in January because there's not a great deal else we can do. Normally it's a time of like play centres and things like that, isn't it? But nope, I can't imagine that'll be, I don't think I'd even do that if we were allowed, to be honest, this year. Which is a shame. Although we have done a few things this year, I haven't been entirely beaten. Obviously Christmas will be different, but different doesn't have to mean that it's going to be bad. So we'll just deal with what we've got, right? I feel like I'm a bit doom and gloom today. I'm not doom and gloom, honest. It's just because we've been talking about it this evening. Obviously because we've had to do hot chocolate nights slightly differently. And it has been a topic of conversation. So it's like relevant today. Oh, it's going to annoy me because it's like centred and I don't want it centred. I want it over to the left. I like my writing to start as it would do if it was like a normal text. So if you were like typing up a document, everything would start at the left. And I'll space these out slightly wider than I would do because there's not a lot of text. Originally I thought I was going to have the picture here and then I was going to end up with the text kind of cascading down here. But then I've decided to put the picture there. So Phoebe is, I think this is the right one. Gosh, I'm all mixed up now. Having to isolate, there we go. Oh. So my brain's going all squiff today. I think today is one of those days when I've kind of sat down to do this and I want to get it done. I know exactly what I want to do, but I'm just lacking the sort of motivation to do it. So it definitely perks me up seeing all the really nice comments. You know, I have to admit, as cheesy as that probably sounds, it definitely perks me up and it's keeping me going. And I thought this year, oh, should I really do the December daily? I don't know how interesting it will be because I don't know what we're going to end up doing, what December day will look like. But actually, I think that's quite interesting in its own right, isn't it? You know, what will it look like? Well, let's find out. Let's do it and find out. And, you know, if it's giving even just one of you out there a little bit of, you know, brightness, lightness on an otherwise gloomy day, especially if you've got rain like we have right now. Not snow, rain. What's going on? We had snow a few days ago. That's the problem with the UK. We go from one extreme, so we'll get some snow. We had freezing cold frost yesterday. Oh, wow. It was cold and I slid down the driveway and it was just, I think I said that anyway. I won't ramble on about that again. But yeah, it goes from that to, it's been quite mild today. Cold still, but milder than yesterday. And I've got rain. So just pick one and make your mind up, please, Mother Nature. That'd be great. At least we know where we stand, right? I need to know if I need my flippers on or a snowsuit. Oh, God. Right, so I'm there in my text and I've probably not lined up amazingly, but that's okay. I thought that might be the case and that's why I got some washi out. Because washi just fixes a multitude of sins when we're journaling. And I thought the red and white sort of candy stripe would go well with the hot chocolate theme because hot chocolate and candy canes to me go hand in hand. So I'm just going to divide up the text. I might even add a little strip at the bottom. Just wanted to add some colour to this really. Originally I was going to colour this in and then it was just going to be too much hard work, so I didn't. I'm going to rip that off. I want everything to be perfect. Get some sort of looseness to it. Yeah, pop it at the bottom, why not? There we go. This bit here will be sticking out, so I might put my, I pulled out some of these. I might put one of those guys there as well, because this will show when the card is in the pocket. Yeah, there we go, it adds a little something to it, doesn't it? So this will sit in the pocket. Oh, I just knocked the camera. This will sit in the pocket like so. So you won't see all that writing. You'll just see this sticking out. I think it looks quite cool. So I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to do the photo corner thing, so grab my tweezers. I love these photo corners. My mum got me these. Did my mum get me these? No, I think I got these. Yeah, mum, bless her, has picked me up a few little bits when she's seen them. So I can't always remember everything that I bought and what she bought, but I know these were a bargain. And I got home, I thought it was just the one sheet. And then when I got home and like checked through everything, you know, as you do, get everything out and have a little rummage through, check, you know, check your goodies. And I opened it and there were like 10 packs inside of one pack. And I'm not even kidding, that's like 25p for all of them. And I was like, do you think they've got that wrong? Like, maybe they were just all kind of stacked up and I was supposed to just get the one pack out and, you know, just nobody realised. But no, I went back because I thought, I want to get some more of them at 25p. I went back and yeah, they're all like individually packed, packs of like 10 sheets for like 25p. So I'm getting, I should just have all of those, I think. I did leave some for some other people. I can't even go back there at the minute because we're back to the tiering system. So where the shop is quite a nice shop. It does a lot of nice fabric, which I really want to go and have a look at. But I can't because they are in the highest tier, which is tier 3. And we're only in tier 2 here, luckily. Yeah, I think we've got... I'm gonna have to wait for that to open back up again. Hopefully that'll be soon. Put that corner on. You won't see the whole of this corner. Not too bothered about that being overly straight. There we go. I'm gonna stick that down, then I'll stick this down. I've put my number 8 on here already. I did that before as well. So I've not done a great deal. I did add a tab as well, and I've got my Dymo. Is it Dymo? Is that what it's called? A little label maker. And I just did cocoa because I couldn't fit chocolate on. And this little hot chocolate as well, you might notice is fairly similar to the sticky note. That's one of Mrs. Brimble's stickers, glossy stickers, puffy stickers, I don't know what they're called, but she does a sheet of stickers. They've got a little reindeer, some holly, the hot chocolates, and they're quite cool actually to have. Again, I've had those for as long as I've had the sticky note, so I just thought I'd add a little chocolate there. I did fabric tack it down as well to make sure it's really going to stick. Oh, and that sticks out nicely. There we go. And I've done that on just cardstock as well. I'm finding it easier to print off on cardstock because I said before that the photo paper I've got, I think it's probably because it's cheap paper, but it's so prone to finger marks. It's difficult to work with. So I don't print everything off, and plus I don't have much more of it left. Obviously getting out to get supplies this year is a little bit tricky. So I'm not going to rush out to get something like that. It's not exactly overly important, is it? I'm going to add some glue to this. Well, I've got like no sticky left on them whatsoever. Because it's so old now. You should probably see she still does them. Get some more. Whoop. There you go. God, I get glue everywhere. I used to think that I was quite a neat crafter, but I'm definitely not. I don't really aspire to be a neat crafter, but yeah, it would be handy. There you go. I like how the hot chocolate overlaps it. I liked it up here as well, but I didn't like that it was 2 separate pieces. I think if you're gonna, I like to cluster things together, and I'd rather have a load of blank space and things clustered together as opposed to things just kind of dotted everywhere and just floating about. Well, that's probably just me, but that's how like my eyes work. I'm hoping, I've printed my pictures and I laid them out on the computer on an A5 piece, so hopefully these should stick quite nicely. And I'm hoping to keep this because I like that candle. Yeah, look. I'm just going to lay these down. There's 4 of them. I'm not going to add any writing here. I've done my writing. The pictures, sometimes the pictures just speak for themselves. That is some screenshots. My daughter's not in the photo. She did do a hot chocolate with us. She wasn't feeling 100%, so she took herself off upstairs and got into bed. So by the time my son had finished doing his and we all kind of sat down to do our picture, she'd already gone upstairs. I don't want to call her down, she's not feeling 100%. I think she's just shattered. She's snuffly. I don't think she's got corona or anything, but because she's snuffly, like in her nose, which is not one of the symptoms, but she's just, I think this year it's just catching up with everybody now, isn't it? I think it naturally does anyway towards Christmas. The kids and stuff, it's the end of a whole year, you know, it's not like it's, I'll just make sure I laid out. God, I don't want to get glue all over the photos. Yeah, yeah, so I think the year just catches up, and I think when you stop, now she's not at school until January, I think she's kind of, it's just winding down, it's like catching up with her, she's just tired, so yeah, she took herself off. I went to check on her and she was feeling fine, laying upstairs. And I hope you're all okay, you and your families. You're all taking care of each other. I know things are different in the US. I know most of you who watch this and watch my videos are in the US, most, not all. So I hope you're all doing okay over there, keeping safe. Obviously the US is massive, and I guess you've got different rules for different areas. We're pretty collective down here, over here, so it tends to be, you know, one rule for all as such. Not quite, but you know, for the most part, I think that's the idea. I don't think it's quite the reality, but it's the idea. With this whole tiering system, it's kind of separating like counties. It's kind of forcing some to close fully, and then others can, you know, do certain things, and it's quite confusing. But you know, we'll just roll with it at the minute. I think for the whole of January, I should just avoid going anywhere. And hopefully just ride the wave and come out the other side. And book a holiday! Something really exotic. And just never come back. Right, that's one. And that will be this spread done. I'm pretty confident. I did look through my ephemera to see if I had anything like hot chocolate related. And I don't really. I have anything further. I'll probably look through my books. And again, if I find something like as it goes on, I might add something. I'll add like an image here or something. But for now, I'm quite happy with it as is. Like the sleeves are coming out. Of all the tools that we've got. Sleeves, fingers, even when you're doing makeup, fingers are the best. Like mess around with brushes. Right, we're stuck. Yeah. It's doing alright. By the time the book's closed, I'll hold it all down. So that's the spread. And I did add some more. I did go back and do this one as well. I haven't got the lights from my sister because obviously my daughter's now isolating, so getting them the bits of acetate from her are going to be a bit tricky, but I will get it eventually and I'll show you how that looks. The envelope I decided to keep, and I stuck the image of my son crafting on the front, so that's the envelope. The other two photos are inside. I put the corners on and I just glued, so my tickets are inside there still, and I just glued the sort of the flap of the envelope down to the back, just with some glue stick, and I just lined it up with the pocket, and I'm quite happy with that. It was quite simple, and I thought just don't overthink it, just use what you've got. So that's how that ended up looking, and this is how Hot Chocolate Night has turned out. I'll hold it up so you can see it a little bit better. So there we go, another one down. That's day 8. Thank you so much for watching. Every single person that watches, you're all just brilliant, and I'm so grateful. And to everyone who's subscribed so far, it's surpassed what I'd expected. So I'm really genuinely grateful to have all of you here. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. hit the bell. I'll be back every day in December with my daily journaling, so you can see my December daily progress through the whole month, right up to the 31st. So yeah, until tomorrow, take care, stay safe. I'll speak to you again then.